Hey everybody, welcome back to Yates Powered Fitness, my journey to be the West Coast Master's Strongest Man. And tonight, we're doing one of my epic movements is the Viking Press. This is most favorite of all strongman events for me is the Viking Press. And we're gonna do some stone work tonight too. So the Viking Press is a pretty much stabilized machine that we just load up and straight to the top. This takes quite a bit of shoulder, back. It's really gets pretty much focused your entire upper torso. You'll notice guys with the massive shoulders and necks are generally pretty good at this. More on the shorter stature. Guys with the longer limbs, they tend to struggle with this a little more because it's just the virtue of the movement. So we're gonna get this loaded up, hit about 4 or 5 sets. We're gonna end up belting up wristbands, elbow sleeves. I'm going the whole 9. And we're gonna go, you know my motto, we're gonna go till you can't go no more. So let's get this one warmed up. We got a little bit of weight on here, do half a dozen reps, and especially with this movement, when I come up, I'm not trying to lock out every time, especially in a warm-up. And on a warm-up, you don't have to get any leg drive. When I mean my leg drive, there's a lot of you get under this with your knees bent, pop up, and push. So you get a little bit of pop off the bottom. And that usually can help, especially on your first rep. But in contest preparation, they'll let you pop off the bottom, but you can only get it once. So if you ever see somebody and they're on their Viking press and you see them pop and go, that's legal. But if you see it go and try to get it like a double up and down, that's a no bueno. So this is one I think you can specialize in, and there's I'd say a unique talent to do this. Some guys are really good at log presses. Some guys are little fickle fingers and stones. So this is my baby. And we're gonna get this loaded up and go till we can't go no more. So we're gonna do one more warm-up set, and we can get a little bit of the equipment on. Got my wrist straps to really helps stabilize your wrist, keep them rolling back on you. You can get that without injuring your wrists. I get them on fairly tight, not cutting off circulation tight, but enough that just keeps your hand real stable. Give you a little more confidence on the pop-up. So I do recommend, wearing some of this equipment, especially for you older guys out there. I got my lumbar back brace on, got my wrist wraps, and just to go heavy and do it intelligently is like number one. You're not going to be doing strength sports if you're got they call it ego lifting. If you want to just jump in the gym and go ape shit for no apparent reason, your goal is just to maybe look cool in front of somebody, well, that doesn't get you anywhere. Especially if you're wanting to compete. And that is my ultimate goal, is to compete and win the Masters West Coast Strongest Man. So we're chalked up. Let's get this baby on. Got about 2 1/4 on here. We're gonna just ramp her up 45 after 45 until we can't get it no more. So it's feeling really good, really good. This afternoon I kind of had a little hitch in my giddy up in my back. Decided to kind of really warm it up really good. Feeling pretty good. I'm notorious for starting to train and finally get something that this doesn't kind of tweaking, then pushing a little too far. Over life lessons, tell you don't, but I do it anyway. I know better, so it's the point where if I could just push past that little bit of irritation and maybe I can get my workout in. I'm 50-50, but if you love what you do, then this is exactly how you get it done. Because if I didn't work out for every time I was a little tweaked or injured, I would never get a workout in. And I'd just look like a fat old man. But we're not going to go down that road. All right. Got some more weight on here. We're going to do one more set. This is about 315. Do this for a couple reps, just with the wrist wraps and the back brace. Then we're going to launch right up to about 405, and then elbow sleeves go on, more equipment, and we'll do that until we can't do it anymore. That's the ultimate goal, is to get stopped and to stimulate the shoulders, the back, neck. I mean, this is like the ultimate, my favorite exercise. I mean, if you guys never have tried this, I highly recommend it. This is one thing, if you really like strongman events and you want something you can just explode on and give everything you got with very little consequences of failure, this is it. Because you're not going to get squished under this. I mean, it comes down, it is set. So the only way, it's a fixed motion all the way up. So your balance isn't involved. It's all power, static power to the top. So if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. You can probably get away with the same kind of movement on a Smith machine. It's not necessarily quite the same, but it's pretty similar. So, and I do a lot of stuff on a Smith machine just for the fact that it's a fixed guide and balance isn't involved. It's just, you use static power. And when I'm doing a lot of heavy movements, and I unfortunately don't have a workout partner, so I have to do a lot of things where it involves a lot more safety equipment, so you don't have to worry about getting squished. And I have somebody who wouldn't want to come home from work and find me squished under something. So, and she's made that very clear to me. So it's like, she doesn't want to find that happening. So we're going to hit this for 4 or 5. We'll see how it feels, and we're going to ramp it up from there. So, and chalk it up, making sure your grip's good and tight. I use a suicide grip a lot of times. Sometimes I don't. It really depends on the apparatus itself. Some machines are, you literally have to hit backwards like this. Some are like I'm going forwards. It depends what pretty much the event and the rules are set up. So we're gonna hit this for a few, and then we're gonna ramp this sumbitch up to go heavy. Oh! Woo! All right, that felt really good. Gonna put 90 more pounds on there and a little more equipment, because now elbows, lower back, everything is gonna get a little more affected the heavier I go. So better safe than sorry. Lift smart and intelligently. All right, got a little more gear on. Elbow sleeves, wrist wraps. Getting the belt on here. So it's heavy. I'm gonna go. I'm wanting 3, but we'll see how the first one goes. We'll tell. We'll tell right there. There's what I want. what my body's willing to give me. So, but we're gonna definitely wake the beast up here. All good and tight, ready to roll. Get chalked up here. Got some smelling salts. I don't use all the fancy stuff. It's pretty much just ammonia good stuff. All right. That's power, baby. Power. That first initial one, that's the opener. That's the bitch. So once I start that momentum, that feels really good. Whew. See, we're just gonna go a little bit more. Little bit more. We'll see. I'm thinking we got 405 now. 425. 425 for one. We'll finish this out, and then we'll do maybe some shoulder, some rope pulls, or we're definitely doing stones. So I want to try to get 3 in tonight. Really depends how I feel. So I was cool. I was pretty excited. That went up a hell of a lot easier than I thought it was. So I'm gonna get to one more and 425, see if it can stop me. So, all right, last one. Remember, we're going till I can't go no more. So threw some more weight on here. And we're going one. I get one easy. I'm not going to go for a second one because we're gonna do some little bit of Atlas stone work, which is pretty much going to throw a rock, pick a rock up, shoulder to shoulder, overhead, down. We're going to do that for 2 or 3 sets and probably call it good, because that pretty much got your shoulders completely stimulated, and once you shock that in the central nervous system, you're building power. So I'm not going for a pump. I'm not wanting to do the Mr. Olympia. I'm building static power. So the heavier you go, the stronger you get. In essence, you will get bigger muscles. Mass moves mass. So, but looking pretty and getting strong are 2 different worlds. So, but I can't help myself. I'm pretty anyway. You can leave any smart ass comment you want to in the comments. All right. But we're gonna tighten these puppies up. And I get questioned now, do these help your lifts? Damn straight they do. They help you from popping your elbows out of the socket and your wrists out of your joints. You really got to protect. Especially you older gentlemen, I highly suggest gearing up to protect yourself. So, I don't think it's cheating. I think it's smart. So, And in competition, you can use it. Olympic competition, you can use it. So, all right. Going for 1, come on. Whew. Woo. And this is the drive off the bottom. This is power out of the hole. Big power. Fuck yeah. Witness it here, boy. And I'm only getting better. And this is at the end of a workout. If I warm up and go straight up, I'm easy at 440, 445. So, whoo! Now that's a Viking press. That's static power off the bottom, super explosive. And being totally transparent, when you're doing this, don't start off like I am. Do not. Work your way up. I highly recommend doing 4 or 5 sets of between, I'd say 6 to 8 pretty heavy sets. Really get used to this. Get the front of them, upper chest, everything is going to get integrated into this. So this is this is my creme de la creme. I am the unicorn when it comes to masters, men over 50 on this apparatus. There's nobody going to touch me. Nobody. If you're over 50, you want to come after my title, good luck. So we're going to hook up some stones now, do half a dozen reps with the stones, and maybe we'll do something else. We'll see. I'm feeling pretty fucking cocky right now. All right. Got the Viking press out of the way. We're going to do about 4 or 5 sets with my Atlas stones. I call them my rocks. It's another one of my favorite implements. So pretty much pick it up, shoulder, chest, shoulder, overhead, drop. And this really stimulates, you really feel it in your biceps, your lower back, and your shoulders. And this, when you're picking up apparatuses that are round or just odd shaped, they weigh only 100 pounds, 150 pounds. They seem like they weigh a lot more because you're actually, your muscles are not used to the specific movement. So you're actually hitting different parts of your body that you might not hit on a regular curl or bench press or something. And trust me, all you got to do is do it once and you're going to go, okay, I know what you mean. So that's why you train on, when you're doing the strongman movements, you train on those implements, because just being super strong and not training on the implements is pretty much devastating to most athletes that try this, because if they've never picked up an Atlas stone, they don't know what to expect. So I have Rogue Atlas stones, which I think are awesome. One of my, it's up there on my top 5 favorite pieces of equipment. So down, chest up, and that felt good. So do a couple like that, and then we're just going to ramp up even bigger rocks. So my rocks are between 75 to 250 pounders. So, and it's plenty for me. So the more And this is one of the events that the longer, lankier guys really have an advantage. I can get it off the ground and maybe get it to my stomach, but having larger midsection and longer arms to get around this thing is a big advantage. So, and then power and leverage kind of go hand in hand when you're doing the Atlas stones. So, because once you're got around it, you can control it, but it takes the power to hold it there. And another thing is, depending on the event, what you're doing with the stones, it's kind of like if you're carrying this thing for any length of time, you're also potentially you're almost suffocating yourself. So training with these things in all kind of aspects is pretty important. All right, let's go for that. Ramp her up to the big boys. We're gonna get chalked up. I'm gonna take a breath, get some of my super juice, and finish these out. Woo! All right. Finish this one out. Chalked up. Got the big rock. And getting this thing just to your midsection, that's over half the battle bringing this off the ground. So, and once you get it through midsection, you can pretty much get your knees, sit into it, roll it up for the press. But takes practice, and you'll really feel all those muscles that you never engaged before. So it's a very unique movement to itself. One that absolutely needs practice if you're ever going to compete doing something like this. And that's the stone game. I love this. I love it way too much. Nerd out when it comes to fitness equipment, dumbbells, stones. But I have a passion for doing this. I love it. It's a privilege to bring you guys along for my journey to be the West Coast strongest man, and maybe teach somebody something, and that the shit you hear online about you're too old to do something is bullshit. There's enough influence out there. Anything that says when you're over 40 or you're over 50, you can't, they can go themselves. Kick rocks, because it's bullshit. I think older guys need to have the confidence and the trust in themselves to train hard and train smart. And if I can do it, you can do it. Smart, hard work pays off. If you have a passion, a dream, make it happen. I'm making mine happen. And after I'm done with this, sky's the limit. Crushing my goals is my ultimate dream. I'm going to go to my grave with zero regrets. So make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment. And next week, we're going to I'm going to do some heavy pin presses for deadlifts. And we're just going to go ape shit some more. We're going to get strong, massive power, and we're going to kick some ass. So welcome to the West Coast Master Strongest Man.